My friends, before starting any baking or cooking projects in the kitchen, you have to wash your hands. Now we're ready to do our baking project. Hello, my friends. Today we have some baking with Belle. I thought it would be really fun to make a banana bread recipe. I have here everything all set up to make some lovely banana bread, including some fresh, ripe bananas. This is gonna be fun. Hi, my friends. The first step to making any recipe is, of course, to find the recipe. I have here the recipe in my cookbook, and I've read it through at least 2 times. The next thing that I did was to turn on my oven. This bread bakes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, that's super hot. The next thing I did was gather all of my ingredients. In French, this is called mise en place, and it means to get things ready. Are you guys ready to bake now? The first thing I'm going to do is add my flour. I need 1 cup and 1/2 cup. I'm gonna scoop my cup measure full of flour. And then I'm going to use the back of something straight to level it off. 1½ cups of flour. The next thing I need is 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. Here's my teaspoon. And here's a 1/2 teaspoon. The next thing that I need is a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Whoop! Overfull. I'm going to mix these together to make sure that they're combined. And I'm going to place them aside. The next thing I need is 2/3 cups of sugar. Now, I don't have a 2/3 measuring cup. What I do have is a 1/3 measuring cup that I'm gonna fill 2 times. Next, I need 6 tablespoons of butter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The next part of this exercise requires an adult to help you because we're going to use a hand mixer to cream the sugar and the butter together. See how they're separate? When I mix them together with the mixer and whisk them up, they're gonna make a paste that's gonna help us make our bread. Your creamed butter and sugar are going to end up looking something like this, where they're all mixed together. And the next thing we're going to do is add 2 eggs. One, two. And you guessed it, folks, we're gonna mix again. The next thing that we're gonna do is mash the bananas. And this is my favorite part, and I think it'll be yours too. I need to peel the 2 bananas that we're using. Then I'm going to cut off the ends. Next, I'm going to put the bananas into a gallon bag because my favorite way of mashing bananas is to use my hands. It's some fun sensory. Ooh, ooey gooey. What do you think? Is that mashed up enough? I think so. We're gonna pour the bananas into the mixture. Squeeze it out just like toothpaste. I'm gonna get it all to one side of the bag first. And then plop it into the bowl. What do you think happens next, my friends? What's the next thing we need to do? You're right, we need to mix it. The last step in making banana bread is to combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. And to do that, I'm going to use a nice old-fashioned wooden spoon. I like my banana bread to have a little hint of vanilla to cut through the banana. So I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. And now, I bet you can help your parents mix it up until it's smooth and silky. You know, the yellow colors of this banana bread kind of reminds me of my dress. I'm making sure to scrape the bottoms of the bowl so that all of the flour and everything is incorporated. Now I'm going to scrape the sides of the bowl. And I think that looks quite nice. All right, my friends, now it's time to bake our bread. I'm going to use a spatula to help me get all of this lovely batter into our parchment-lined loaf pan. I'm going to get it into the pan, and then I'm going to spread it out so that it bakes evenly. And I'm going to mark it with a B for Belle. Now, I'm going to grab my oven mitt because safety is important. And I'm going to put the bread into the oven. You're going to need an adult supervision for this part. There we go. The bread's baking.